On yesterday's All Out show, I bring up the fact how John politically harasses me every day at the office. Maybe I can bring up the fact that you won't turn off MSNBC all over the goddamn office.
Come on, it's news. What's the big deal? I mean, you've convinced people that it's a problem.
I think there's no unbiased news. And for somebody that doesn't want to hear those political beliefs, I find that offensive. Psychic healer Jessica Broadkin predicts whether or not if this caller is the father of his side chick's baby.
Why don't people do DNA tests?
Yeah, you can't just take the baby and swab the fucking cheek.
Well, I wanted her to pull a card.
Why'd you make that face? Why you keep pulling different cards? She's making a face like it ain't your kid.
I don't know. I think you should get a test.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Things start off rocky with Jessica and boxer Eric, and then she reads his ass. Right.
I knew it was bullshit.
Yeah.
When she asked me what was my profession. You the psychic. You tell me.
You just being an asshole, man. Like, just
no
being
reason.
a dick.
I want to know.
I mean, I could just tell you what I was feeling. How about that?
Talk to me.
You feel very connected to the earth. You run on power. Let's just say I'm somebody who cares about you, okay?
Yeah.
I would be like, yo, I want you to slow down a bit in your life, because what you're doing is you're going too hard and you're going to burn out.
And now here's another episode of the All Out Show. Hey there. Hey there. How are you doing? Hey, I'm in New York. Spread the news. How you doing? So, someone hit me up about, like, I guess Kendrick Lamar brought some white chick up on stage and wanted her to rap along. And then she said nigga because it was in the words. And then everyone booed her. Here's my take on it. Like, look, man, you don't want people singing along with your song. And there's certain words you want to fucking keep them from saying. I would probably stay away from the do as I say, not as I do principle. I thought that was kind of, I don't know if he was like trying to prove it. I don't know why he did that. Seemed like a setup. I don't know. It didn't seem that cool to me. Have her sing another song. And I write, as an artist, like, I don't want anybody to change the words of my shit. And it's not a racial epithet. If it means that much to you that you don't want people saying it, you should be responsible for what you write. And that way you won't have to worry about people saying words that you don't want them to say. And that is my take on that. And I understand why other people would have other takes on it, but let's be real. Even the rules on that word isn't fucking consistent. See, hear Puerto Rican cats say it, Arab cats say it, Mexican cats say it, Chinese cats say it, young kids say it. You're making money off of, you're selling the word. You sell the word, and then you bring up the white girl and fucking clown her on stage. That was rough. That was rough. I don't know. I don't even need to hear the video. I already heard. And I get the same shit. Like I'll be rapping along to some of my. I'll be rapping along to like my favorite artists, and people, oh, you can't say that. Whatever, dude. I'm rapping along with my artist. I'm into it. I like the song. Or somebody like, oh, we'll let you. You'll let me? All right. Okay, thanks for letting me. Whatever. I saw the video. Somebody wanted me to comment. That's my comment.
Well, I've heard that kids say the word player or player instead of the other word when it comes up.
How about you just rap player then? If you don't want... Like, let's be real. Like, 70% of your fucking sales are to fucking white people. You don't want white people saying those words. Don't fucking sell them those words. Be responsible for what you write. Anyway. Or just, how would you like it if I was like, you You can't say a certain word because of the color of your skin. How would that sound? Like, Chris, you're Mexican. You're not allowed to say a certain word because you're Mexican. Like, what kind of...
Well, it's even worse that she got set up like that. That was...
It was kind of like... It was out cold, man. And that's a fan of yours, you know? Like...
She paid a lot of money, too. She was probably near the front.
And then the worst part about it is when I get into debates. It's like, I don't like it when anybody says it. I'm like, dude, is that so? Because we don't get any complaints. No one calls up and complains about about how many times that word is said on Shade 45. No one complains about that shit. Whatever. New York. And I don't know if that was like some weird thought experiment or like it was like an art thing. I don't know what it was. But the way I look at it is if you're using it in a quote, like, yo, it's a fucking quote. We'll let a couple people chime in. Can I get let me go to Detroit. I'm gonna take four calls on this. Dale and the D, what up, though?
What up, though, Jude? You got an interesting topic, bro. So I kind of agree with you. I think it's a cultural thing, though, man. Like, for one, I think that I wouldn't feel a certain way when you say it. I don't know if it's because, because you're from here and just you just seem like you're a part of the culture, but if John was to say it, it don't feel the same because it sounds like when John said it, if John was to say it, it's on that bullshit. But you saying it, it's different, and it's just very interesting.
But Dale, the funny thing is, I don't say it unless I'm quoting or paraphrasing, like because people already think that I want to be black, so I don't want to give them one more fucking be like, oh, look at him over here using this fucking word.
Them the motherfuckers that may not know you. And I can't say, I don't know you. I don't hang out with you. But
right.
I know for a fact, like, I got partners, man, that grew up with me that just happen to be white guys. And when you grow up together, that's just a part of the culture. You know what I'm saying? It's part of how we live. So that's my nigga, and I'm his nigga. And it don't feel fucked up.
Or Dale, you can attest to this being a Detroit cat. Like, you'll have motherfuckers, you'll have Arab cats that come over here from Iraq and set up shop in the hood, set up liquor stores, and these motherfuckers, they learn English from black people, and they sound hood than a motherfucker, and they Arab.
Exactly.
They're like, it breaks your brain.
Because they in the culture, and I don't, man. It's when I heard you speaking on it, it's a very touchy topic. But you're right. I mean, if motherfuckers is using this in their records, and and they projecting that out there, why do they have a problem when somebody go there? But I don't know, man. It's real touchy. But I do know, just from personal opinion, I got partners, man, that we all grew up together. Like my homeboy Bill is Polish, but shit, that's my nigga, and I'm his nigga, and it don't feel fucked up. But like Jeffrey that lives over in fucking Warren, if he say, hey, it don't sound the same, and he know that it makes me feel a certain way, so he know not to even let that shit come out of his mouth. I don't know, man. It's weird, but interesting topic, man. You always on point, man.
Look, I hear where both people are. I hear both ways, but it also feels like a power play. It's like that's your power over a white person. You're saying, I'm allowed to say this, you are not allowed to say that, and if you do say that, it's weird, man. It's fucked up. Race has divided the whole motherfucking world, man, and one day it ain't gonna be that way. Yeah,
it ain't gonna be
hopefully. Hopefully, if
Hey, when motherfuckers start acknowledging, and I'm finna go here, it's on some crazy shit, but when motherfuckers start acknowledging that there's life outside this planet, then motherfuckers gonna say, wait a minute, oh shit, we are human beings, because there's some other motherfuckers, some other alien beings that don't give a fuck about none of us. We better all motherfuckers stick together. But that's just me, man. I'm on some other shit. But Good
Yeah,
topic, bro. That's all.
Oh, there you go. It was I don't know, and I don't understand. Let's go to Mrhbee. Marku. Sorry, Marku. Go ahead, bro.
Bro, what do you feel the need to say it for if you have an accurate knowledge of the word? Like, why are you so mad that you can't say it?
I can say
Why
whatever
does it have
I
to
want.
Be about power. And you can say whatever you want, but when
Yeah,
we
so
fuck
there you
you up,
go.
don't say anything.
Well,
Don't say anything.
look,
Whether you're singing along, happy,
Yeah.
not being racist. If you get fucked up, don't say anything.
I've made it
If
40
you
years
have
without
knowledge
getting
of-
fucked
if you
up
have
yet.
real knowledge of the word, why would you want to say it?
If you had real knowledge of the word, why would you keep saying
If
it?
your great grandmother was raped and hung and called a nigger, you'd want to hear that?
She
You'd
didn't
be
say
okay with that.
she didn't say that.
In
She
a song, in a song,
she
you'd
didn't
be
say
okay
that.
with that.
She didn't say that.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't
Was your
have to be-
great grandmother raped
If they
and
said
hung?
they said GA or ER, it's the same thing. They said both.
No, it
back then.
isn't.
There was no difference. You were
Bro.
a nigga or a nigger. It was the same thing.
Oh my God!
So if that
Now
happened
you're
to
saying that
someone in your
there's not
family,
a
would
difference.
you be cool with that? If it happened
Look,
to
man,
someone in your family, would you
let
be
me
cool with
tell
it?
you something. Yo, if the word was that delicate to me, I wouldn't use it.
It's not, because it'll never be delicate to you because you have no history with it.
Yo, you're the one that's got the history. If I had that type of history, I wouldn't perpetuate the use of
And that's
that
why
word.
you're cool with saying it, because it never happened to you.
Oh yeah, did
And it's
Jim
about
Crow happen
power
to you? Did Jim
So
Crow
it-
happen
it's
to you?
about power to you.
I'm asking you, did Jim
happens to
Crow
me
happen
every-
to you? Did
it
Jim
happens
Crow
to me
happen
still
to
now
you?
by people that
Nah,
look like
didn't.
you. It doesn't,
What's that?
Yes, it's still what the fuck are you talking about, Jude? Get your head out your ass, bro. It still happens
what are you
right
talking
now.
about?
What are you talking about?
What are you fucking talking
The word
about,
is
bro?
still used by white people towards black people, so why are you in a negative way? So why are you talking like it's...
If you can't tell the difference between the two words, bro, I don't even understand.
There,
You're like,
there is no difference. White people call black people
Oh, my gosh.
GA and ER. There's no difference. Back then, it was the same thing. You think ER is the only way that it was used. It was used both ways.
ER is a racial epithet.
Get some real knowledge of the word.
Dog, you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
ER is a
no,
racial
you're-
epithet.
Dude,
ER is a racial
you're
epithet.
ignorant on the subject every time,
bro,
and
you
it's
keep
always
cutting me
about
off.
power with you.
You keep cutting me off.
You're not gonna feel the. You want the power of the word, but you don't want.
I don't want the power of the word, bro. It's not. I don't want the
don't get
power of the
mad when
word.
you
You
hear
want.
about it
You
and
want
say,
the
"Oh, you
power of the
can't."
word. You want the
do.
power of the word.
No, I don't
You
want
want
the
the
power
power.
of the word. I want you to know when you say it.
You need
consequences.
therapy, and you're so hurt that you want to control
I'm
the
not
other
hurt 'cause I
people's
have the
language.
power. Listen, dude, I have the power to put you on your ass if you say it.
But you,
That's the problem
look,
with your gender and your race. You don't.
I'm gonna tell you,
fear
you
the
need a fucking
consequences
plane
of it,
ticket
and
to
that's
put
what
me
you
on
always
on
do.
my ass. You need a plane ticket to
Dude,
put
you're
me
like
on my ass, Marcus.
40 pounds. I will break you. I'll break.
So now you're
anything
threatening
on
me.
you. I'm just
See, look, bro.
saying, but you, it's about power to you, but you don't have
No,
the
it's not.
power to back it up.
Neither do you, because you don't got a fucking plane ticket, and you're not gonna come do nothing. All you're gonna do is bark on the
Bruh.
fucking phone,
Bro, Jude, stop playing.
bro.
Dude,
if
if
you
I
see
ever
me,
saw you, I'd
if you see me and you
slap fire
beat me up, okay, but you're gonna still listen.
Of course.
All right.
Of course
All right,
I'm going
then.
to listen. I'm going to listen
Okay, then.
live. I see you in person, I slap fire at you for dropping
All right.
the N-word in a song or whatever you wanted it to be.
Yeah,
Because you
yeah,
have
all
no
right.
knowledge of the word.
I
'Cause the only time
actually
you'd be
do
talking
understand
about
the
it, if you
knowledge of the
didn't have
word.
knowledge, you'd be
Oh,
saying
my
how
God.
everybody needs to stop saying.
Why don't you slap fire out of the ass of black people saying it?
I tell black people not to say it.
If you're that
If
upset,
you address another black person as brother or king, that's it. No, no niggas,
bro.
no niggettes, no none of that shit.
Yo, at
Nobody
least you're.
needs to use the
Yo,
word.
I gotta tell you, I couldn't disagree with you more, but at least you're consistent with the fucking shit. At least you're fucking consistent. At least you're consistent. You don't like the use of the word. Unfortunately, I don't understand how you can listen to this radio station because it comes on about 200 times a day.
That's what
you
they
must
write.
be okay with it in a way.
I don't make music, Jude. I don't make music.
But you support it. You support it. You are actively supporting the word.
I can support my brothers if I want to. That's what my job is. That's what I'm supposed to do. And when they choose to stop writing the word in the song, then they'll get more support from me. But I'm not out here listening. I'm not about to sit here and listen to you complain about it. Like, man, if they
you just did though.
We're the ones buying all the music. Yeah, you've been appropriating this shit forever. Congratulations.
Appropriating it. I grew up with this shit, bro. I was surrounded by this shit.
Dude, you all used to take music from black people, put it out as your own, and give them no credit for the shit. Are you serious? Dude, where's your history?
Are you blaming me for all of everything white people ever
I'm
done?
asking you to acknowledge it while you're on the fucking radio. You on the radio and you're not acknowledging that you've stolen our music forever?
Dog.
I know who your boss is, but come on, bro.
Bro. No,
Be for real,
black people. Yeah, black people came up with rock and roll. You're right, but guess what? White people, it wasn't totally derivative. They grew that shit. They took it in different directions.
Give us credit for the things that you took.
They fucking Rolling Stone dick rides the fuck out of y'all cats. You guys get nothing but love for the shit, bro.
Cool.
What else do you want?
That's the societal consensus that we came up with rock, and that's y'all just made it better. And you're gonna sit on radio and say that shit, Jude? For real?
Yo, they took it to a different. They took rock and took it to a different direction. I didn't say they made it better.
Open heart surgery, and then you did it faster than me. You supposed to get all the credit for that shit? Even though I came up with it?
We came up with electricity. You're welcome. We came up with cars. You're welcome. You're appropriating cars.
Do you know who? Dude.
Cars were made in Germany. Oh, yeah, okay.
Research it again.
Oh yeah, they were made in Africa. My bad, I forgot about that shit.
Everything was made in Africa, Jude.
Bro, you are so you got to read some better history books, my man.
Jude, you don't have no historical context on a whole bunch of shit. I need to. Come on, bro. You're on the radio talking about
Marcus.
We the ones that supporting everything. Congratulations, you took everything.
We took everything?
You took the creativity from other people, slapped your name on it, through laws that literally made it illegal for someone that actually invented something to get credit for it, and now you walking around here with your chest out. Put your chest back in before someone gave it.
Bro, dog, you sound like a victim right now. But I'm
not a victim.
You invented victimology.
I'm in my brand new 2017 Scat Pack Challenger, riding home from work. I work in healthcare. I don't give a fuck about that victimhood shit. I know.
Well, good, bro. Good.
A better
good.
I'd be even better positioned than I am right now. So what the fuck are you talking about? There's no victims over here.
Look, man. You getting it then?
Victimhood is the competition.
I'm not in competition. I'm not in competition. But what I'm saying is, when you start trying to fucking tell people what words they can and cannot say based on the color of their skin, I got a problem with that.
Dude,
and especially if you take it out of context.
Where they could drink water based on the color of their skin.
Sir, you never experienced that, sir. You never experienced that shit. So quit claiming oppression you never been through.
You can go to the South right now and they still have segregated proms. What the fuck are you talking about?
Bro, they got segregation right now in the motherfucking. They got segregation right now in school where white people aren't allowed to go. My friend.
If I could tell you that y'all can't have a prom together, what are you complaining about a word for? If y'all still telling people y'all need to have this over here or it's implied, what are you complaining about someone telling you simply?
I'm telling you that there's active segregation against white people in publicly funded universities right now as we speak, but you're fine with that. You're okay with that kind of segregation. You just don't like the other kind of segregation.
They're redlining y'all in school now.
Bro, that dog, man,
have something to do with this?
My guy, claim something that happened within the last 50 years. I'm gonna get going though, but hit me back. Let's go to Dub.
Hey, what's
Go
up,
ahead.
man? So,
What?
first off, the fact that you even argue with this 15-year-old for that long is hilarious, all right? But I'll be 100. I'm as pro-black as they come. But when it comes to music, and mind you, Kendrick is my favorite artist of this generation, but when it comes to music, there's no way you can be mad when you're asking somebody to come on stage and actually rap your lyrics that you wrote, knowing you wrote nigga 7 times in the first bar. You know what I'm saying? You can't be mad at that. Like, I kind of get the like on the streets thing, I kind of get that to a certain extent. But when it comes to music, nah, man, you can't be mad at that, man. That little girl just up there having fun, probably paid a band for her ticket to be that close, you know, and then came up and then just repeated the words. And you clearly see that she didn't even realize she did it because she was so into the song. You know what I'm saying? So I can't be mad at that, man. Why would I?
Yeah, that's kind of where I land on that shit too. It's like it's art. You're literally quoting an artist.
Exactly.
Like you're quoting a fucking artist. It's a quote.
That's a term of endearment. Like if I'm quoting you, that means I like what the fuck you said, and I mean no negative input by it unless you did yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, so she was in the right, man. Nothing wrong with that girl, man. She did all right.
All right, there you go. All right, so I said we're gonna take 4 calls. That was it. Or it felt like 4 calls after arguing with Marcus for so fucking long. The chick got death threats? Jesus Christ. All right. Well, that was a fucking nice heated little conversation. And even when I disagree with people, I do appreciate y'all calling up and us having debates on that type of shit. All right, this is what we got. Ask a Hacker is coming up next, and What Would Jude Do? News with John. Don't go anywhere. Shade 4-5. Let's go.
Live from New York City. It's the All Out Show.
It's Tech Talk, only on the All Out Show.
All right, man, we got Tech Talk for you. This is a special thing we're going to start doing where you ask an expert. We got JR calling from Los Angeles. JR, you had a question for a hacker. What is your question, sir?
Yeah. What up, Judy? I was just wondering, because I had my credit card scammed, how hard was it to hack into like iClouds, to wirelessly skip numbers off a credit card, basically just steal your electronic info?
All right, let's talk to the hacker himself, Adam Bacchus. Go ahead.
Cool. Hey, everybody. This is Adam Bacchus with HackerOne. So the question again is, how can someone steal your credit card info, correct?
Yeah.
That's correct, sir.
Cool. Yeah. So there's a lot of things you can do to protect yourself online. The biggest thing is passwords. And have you guys heard of this thing called two-factor authentication?
No, what's that?
Cool. So basically it's this thing, when you use your password, if you use the same password on a bunch of different sites and you hear about websites getting hacked all the time, if you use the same password and that password gets known to criminals, they can reuse that password, log into other places. So the way you can stop that is this thing called two-factor authentication, where when you log in, the website will send you a text message or give you a little message on your phone, and you got to punch that in. So if I'm a criminal and I got your password and I want to get access to your credit card info, your Facebook, anything, unless I have your phone and that text message, I can't actually log into your account and steal your data.
They got these other things where they're putting where they put the chip readers on top of the ATM machines. Have you heard about this?
Oh, yeah, where they put, like, physical skimmers on ATM machines to try to read your info from the ATM machine itself? Yep. So for that, you want to check for signs of tampering. You want to, like, jiggle your card a little bit, see if anything looks funky. And if something looks kind of weird or shady, you should be careful with that. There's this hacking conference in Vegas every year called Black Hat. And regularly there are people out there who actually make their own ATMs, like they order ATMs online, and they put them up in the casinos to try to trick people into stealing their credit card information.
888-742-3345. 888-742-3345. If you have a question for a hacker, we finally got one of them motherfuckers on here. How now I heard about a scam where these cats will hack fucking hospitals, hold them for ransom, and then blackmail them to give them like $20,000 or else they give away their info. How often does that happen?
Yeah, that honestly, it kind of sucks, but it happens all the time. And so when you look at the world of hacking, there are criminals, and then there are what we call white hat hackers. And so white hat hackers are the people who are trying to tell companies about these bugs so they can fix them before they actually get hacked by the criminals. But for criminals, it's pretty much like an enterprise, right? It's all about making money and profiting. And one of the ways that a lot of these criminals do that is if they can break into your system, especially hospitals, where if these systems are locked down, people can die, right? Like it's serious. They'll basically lock you out of the system and demand money, usually via Bitcoin. And then unless you pay them out, they won't unlock your system.
And how much do you charge?
How much do the criminals charge for this sort of stuff?
Yeah, is there like a sweet spot where they know like it's just the perfect amount where it's like it's just cheaper to pay these motherfuckers off?
Yeah, honestly, it depends. Criminals will probably go for a really huge number at first, but I've heard of situations where they're like, "Give me $1 million," and the hospital's like, "No way, I can't afford that." And they're like, "All right, give me like $1,000." And the hospital's like, we don't want to negotiate with criminals, but in some scenarios, they do just pay out.
What's the youngest hacker you know about?
Yeah, so there's actually a really cool story. So the company I work for, HackerOne, we're a bug bounty company where we basically encourage white hat hackers to report bugs to organizations, and then the organization will actually pay you money for telling them about the bug so they can fix it. So this one wasn't on HackerOne, but there was a 10-year-old who got paid $10,000 for finding a way to delete posts that they didn't own on Instagram, which is pretty crazy. So if a 10-year-old can learn how to do this stuff, a lot of people can learn how to do it on their own. A lot of hackers are self-taught. They learn about this on YouTube, on things like hacker101.com, and they can go out there and make some money actually doing some bug bounty hunting themselves.
Well, there you go. Let's go to D in. Oh, we can't go to D in Los Angeles. 888-742-3345. Can you get off of line 2 so I can go to D, please? Guys. Yo, D, go ahead, bro.
Yo.
You on?
I'm here. Hey, what's up, boss?
What up,
Hey,
though?
hey, bro, check this out. In L.A., they got this scam. Like, these dudes, they're a little bit computer savvy. They went to, like, our expensive gas stations out here, like 76, and they jimmy the key system for the pumps, and they put in a skimmer where the card reader goes, and it's on the inside, and it's like they split the motherboard and put a connection that goes to their to their skimmer, so they get everybody's card information, and they go and download it, and they get your PIN. So that's a way they do it. But I was pumping gas one night, and I saw that the lock was open, and it was ajar, and I opened it up and seen all these jimmy rig wires. It just didn't look like a professional job. So I stole the skimmer out of the pump and took it home with me.
See, there you go.
Wow. You gotta beat these dudes at their own racket. But I told the gas station though. I told the gas station, and they went out there and put a do not out of order sign on it and had their guys come get it. But these people are slick out here with these skimmers. They put them over ATM machines too, and they quick. Once they get it, it's like you got to argue with your bank to get all those charges reversed. But yeah,
someone just got me. Someone just got me and ran up Etsy on all that shit. Let's go to Tim in St. Louis.
Hey, what up, Duke?
Go ahead.
Hey, man, the question I have is I get all these fucked up spam calls every day on my phone, like 10, 15 a day. How do I get on those fucked up lists, and is there any way to get my number off?
Yeah, that's a good question. So anytime your number is online anywhere that's publicly accessible, so on Facebook, for example, check your privacy settings. Like maybe you sign up for some event or something, and they put your contact info online. You can do a Google search for yourself, do Google search for your number, and try to figure out where all of your information is online. What happens is criminals will just scan the internet. They're not coming after you specifically. They're opportunistic, right? So they're just looking for any number, email address, or anything they can find. They'll scrape it automatically, and then they'll basically sell that information to people or use it themselves and put it into those robo-dialers where you get calls like all the time from like spam people, marketing people, stuff like that.
Where are most of the hackers coming from? Are they out of Russia and shit or what?
Yeah, so they're criminal hackers, again, and the white hat hackers. Like, white hat hackers, they're all over the world. They're all ages, every race, everybody. But when you talk about criminal hackers, so there's organized crime, and they're in all different parts of the world. And then sometimes some people will talk about, like, nation states and governments that are doing hacking as well, although they're probably not out to spam you. They're out to do other stuff.
Like what?
So depending on the country, without naming names, right, like there are countries where if you're a dissident, right, like you don't agree with how the country and how the government are doing their business, they might go so far as to try to figure out your physical location and see if they can find you and track you down, which is pretty scary stuff. So a lot of these organizations that store user data, like your email provider and things like that, a lot of them take the security stuff pretty seriously. And a lot of them will have, like we were talking about before, those bug bounty programs where they'll work with the good guys, the white hat hackers, so they can learn about these bugs, like anything they might have missed themselves, they can learn about these bugs and fix it up before criminals can exploit them.
Let's go to Ben in Cincinnati. Go ahead, Ben.
Hey, man. Is a nationwide blackout actually possible?
Nationwide blackout? Like the whole power grid is just shut down?
Yes.
Man, I hope not. Is it possible? I mean, I'll never say never, right? And we hear about hacking of, like, power systems and things like that. And so it could happen. Is it likely? Probably not all at once unless somebody pulled off something really amazing. But you see more and more now, like, even just, like, smart homes, things like that. You got a smart doorbell, a smart fridge, smart lights, smart thermometer, right? Like, all of that stuff could potentially be hacked, right? And if I'm a criminal, I hack in, I could turn your thermometer down, make your house freezing, I can make your lights blink, I could, ring your doorbell, anything that you can control electronically. If you can hack it, you can mess around with it.
What's up with how everyone's got the fucking Alexis and shit like that? Can you bug people's Alexis and listen into them? Oh, like the Amazon Echo thing? Yeah. Yeah, so I don't think so right now. I mean, I'm not going to claim that it's invincible, but, Amazon has a pretty good security team themselves. But that's why it's super important. Like, all these organizations, they're usually willing to accept bugs from the outside. And, they're hacking themselves too, right? Like, any of these big players like Amazon, Google, Facebook, all of them, they have big security teams internally. Like, they have their own white hat hackers that they hire internally. And they're always testing these things out and looking for bugs and making sure they're not there. Let's go to Josh in Nashville.
Hey, what's up? Here's my problem. What can be done about them hacking hospitals and then getting bills sent to them because they're scamming a lot of people? My wife's pregnant right now, and we got a bill, and everything looked legit. But I have a federal job, so I know 100% of everything's covered as far as maternity. So we got a bill from said Southern Kentucky Images. The dates matched up as far as the date that we went to actually had an ultrasound. Dates matched up, and the scary part is it actually had her social security number, had everything on the paper that we got. But when you called it, it's an adult, it's a sex hotline if you actually call the number. But it gets a lot of old folks because, they just link bills and shit. But it didn't make any sense because it has like 3 different addresses. One of the addresses is to
Yeah. No, man.
You're breaking up. Go ahead.
Can you hear me all right? I think I got the question.
Go ahead. Yeah, answer that. Go ahead.
Cool. Sounds good. Yeah, absolutely. So there's this thing called social engineering. And social engineering, it's kind of like being a scam artist, right? It's tricking somebody into believing something that's not true. And if you trick them into doing that, they'll give something up. They'll give you the password. They'll give you some money. They'll give you something, right? So in situations like that, whether it's a physical letter, like you're talking about, if it's an email, anything like that, there are things to watch out for. So if they're trying to push a sense of urgency, they're like, I need this now. I need your response right now. or if it's something that's like too good to be true, they're trying to leverage greed. They're like, oh yeah, if you click on this link, you'll get a $500,000 gift card for something, right? It's just too good to be true, right? So look for things like that, and then anytime, whether it's email, physical letter, whatever it is, you can always call the actual hospital as an example and confirm with them just to make sure it's actually real. If it's something where it's saying like, hey, click on this link to log in, instead of clicking on that link, you can actually visit the website yourself, like type it in your browser. So you just kind of watch out for fishy things like that and make sure you don't get tricked into it.
Ryan in Atlanta.
Yeah, man. Quick question for you guys, man. You know, when you get arrested, get popped for a DUI, shit like that, and a couple of days later, your mugshot's online, and you find that shit, and they want you to pay $500,000 to get that shit off there. Shit kind of fucked up, man. How do you take care of that without having to pay them?
Can you hack the DUIs out of a cop system?
Is it possible? Maybe. Should you do it? Probably not, right? Like if you so joking set aside, right? Like sometimes you get in situations like that, or something happens, like maybe you have a huge debt, whatever it is, and you're thinking, can I use the dark hacking arts to hack my way out of this situation? Some people will try to do that. Some people are successful, but the one problem with going that route is you tend to just dig yourself a deeper hole, right? The more you go down that darker path, the more you have to look over your shoulder. You have to worry if you're ever going to get caught, if you're going to go to jail, like what's going to happen.
Them motherfuckers could even blackmail your ass, too, once they get you.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I'm talking about these third-party sites that basically pull down the information from whatever public database, and then they post it, and it's like you see it on this third-party link, and you call them, and email them, like, oh, you got to pay us $500. We'll take that shit down. But it comes up on one of the first 2 or 3 pages in Google searches, though.
Gotcha. Oh, man. Okay, I thought you were talking about the state is doing that. I didn't realize it was third-party people trying to blackmail you. Okay. Yeah, in that scenario, man, that's rough. You might have to even take legal action against those websites. I can't imagine that's legal for them to blackmail you like that.
That's
publicly.
what I thought, but shit. They
got your ass, huh? Let's go to Chaz in Chicago. Chaz.
What's going on, guys? I just want a quick question. What's the easiest way to steal Bitcoin?
You want to steal Bitcoin? You can't steal Bitcoin. You got to mine Bitcoin. Do it the right way, man.
I mean, hey, everybody got their methods. I'm just, putting a question out there.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's fair. So, I mean, people have their Bitcoin wallets, right? And a lot of the time when it comes to Bitcoin and all the cryptography that's behind it, there's a lot of heavy math involved. And chances are you're not going to break the heavy math that's involved. Like, that's pretty near impossible. But people will sometimes slip up in terms of how they use Bitcoin. And they're actually Bitcoin providers that have made mistakes and gotten hacked themselves. And so the Bitcoin providers have just, gone down to zilch, right? So that's all about implementation and doing it right and everything surrounding the heavy math.
Okay.
Well, there you go. So just post up at a motherfucking restaurant and plug in and steal some of their power and mine you some Bitcoins.
All it is. Yeah, I got you. Good looking.
There it is. All right, let's get one last one. I appreciate you calling up. We don't always get to talk to hackers. What's the most popular thing that hackers do? Like, what do y'all like to do the most? Like, what's y'all favorite shit to do?
For fun or for hacking?
for fucking fun hacking.
For fun hacking. Yeah, I think most hackers, the mindset, like myself and a lot of the other hackers out in the world, the whole concept is you want to take something and know it so well and break it apart and make it work in a way that it's not supposed to, right? So I know a lot of hackers get into hacking through video games. Like they're playing video games, they want to be able to cheat, they want to get infinite money, infinite lives, something like that. So they'll mess around with that and try to figure it out. So when it comes to hacking, the most enjoyable thing is just kind of the challenge and figuring out how you can break it and make it work in a way that it's not supposed to. And if I can plug the bug bounty thing one more time, the cool thing about bug bounties is, and the fun thing, right, is you can use those powers for good, right? You can actually go and tell organizations, right, like Snapchat, Twitter, I mean, even the United States Department of Defense, like Starbucks, General Motors, they all have bug bounty programs where you can have that fun, you can hack for fun, but then you can also tell them about it and get paid, which is pretty cool.
So you can hack them, show them where the hole is, and then cake up off of it.
Yep, absolutely. So you don't have to do all the, criminal stuff. You don't have to look over your back. You don't have to, steal money for yourself. You can actually just find those bugs, tell the company. And we used to live in a day, right, where companies, if you hack them, they're like, you hack me, I'm going to throw you in jail, right? And so what's pretty awesome is we're moving away from that. We're moving more to a land where the companies will say, oh, you hacked me, but you're a nice person. You want to tell me about it. Cool, I'm going to pay you something for that.
Well, there you go. Adam Bacchus, I appreciate you calling up, and that was Ask a Hacker. Thank you so much. Don't go anywhere. It's more All Out show to come.
Back in New York for the week. New York City. It's the All Out show.
Hey, how you doing out there? You having problems in your life, with your girl, with your guy, with your mom, with your dad, at your job? Well, lucky for you, there's me. Jude Anthony Angelini. Mr. Fucking Take Care of You. I'm a life coach. I coach lives. And I got your back. I've had problems with girls. I fixed some shits. I've had problems at the jobs. I fucking handled that shit. All you got to do is call 888-742-3345, 888-742-3345, and talk to the J-Man. Chuck Daly, this shit, life coaching like a motherfucker. It's What Would Jude Do? It's coming up next.
It's like a ray of light, beaming down knowledge from the heavens above.
What would you do? Need advice?
Call us up right now.
888-SHADE-45. What would you do?
Shade 45.
Shade 45, what up, though? You got a problem? Call up right now, 888-742-3345. We got Irma in San Diego. Irma.
Yes.
What is your what's up? What's your problem?
My problem is that 2 days ago I just found out that my boyfriend was cheating on me. I've been with him for 16 years. He's been the only one that I've been with. But I would, look around, not out of the way, just try to call out some guys, but never did nothing. He actually did it with more than 20 girls. He admitted to me.
Damn, more than 20?
Yeah, because he said that I made him feel like he wasn't a man. So
did you emasculate him in your actions? It doesn't excuse it.
I'm not gonna lie, I would.
Okay.
I would, because I would be angry at him.
Okay. So he took. Here's the deal. Here's a funny fucking thing. Is people, you think you're punking on somebody, but they express their anger in a different way.
Yeah.
So you think someone is fucking just taking it, and they'll be passive aggressive. That's me and John all the way. He tells me to fuck off in the most subtle ways possible, just by not doing things and shit like that. And your man, it sounds like your man, you would fucking shit on your man, and then he would shit on you and cheat on you. And I'm sure that there was other reasons why he was cheating as well.
There was. There was certain situations that I wouldn't do certain things he liked, right? But I would try. But I would definitely try. I never not try.
What did he like?
My thing now is I don't care about those times, because really it was a long time ago. But this time around, it just happened 2 weeks ago. And we have 2 kids now, and he knows the struggle that we have with one of my kids because he has disabilities. So I was focusing more on that than on our relationship. I would still be a bitch, like you would say it, but I still did my duty as a woman, as a mother, as everything, So it hurts me now because I told him, okay, are you gonna?
Y'all need counseling, Irma. It sounds like you. It sounds like you're gonna stick with him. Well, no, I don't want to stick with him. What my thing is he said he wanted to try, but then he didn't want to end the relation. He didn't want to tell that bitch that she was always gonna be the second bitch. Oh, I mean, well then, if he won't cut off his side bitch, well, you got two.
Is
You got
it really not caring for her,
you got two options. It's either you agree to have an open relationship and you start fucking other dudes, which people have done, or I would go ahead and I don't know, man. Like it's one of there's three things you can do. You can eat shit and have them fucking stay fucking a side bitch, and you take it, and then because you need help raising the children, or you can leave. And
well, you know what the funny thing about it is, like, I don't need financial help from him. I got this.
I didn't
I'm
say
very
financial help. I said you said you got a bunch of fucking kids together. Like,
I have two, but one of them is with disabilities and
All right.
like the major disabilities.
okay, I don't know what to like. What are you gonna do?
I want to try for my kids, but
Okay.
I want to fuck around because I don't want him to think that he could have done that to me neither.
You
'Cause
want
I
to
never
fuck
been with
around?
Nobody else.
Okay, I don't. Oh,
I
so
never been with nobody
so you want to like?
Either
go
I
get some dick then. Go get some dick, Irma, and see if that makes you feel better. I don't know what to fucking tell you. Go get some dick and see if that makes you feel better, girl.
I think it will, but I'm
All right,
gonna
go
guilty.
treat yourself. Well, that's what I mean. Like, if this,
I'm not that girl, you know.
well, that's the thing. Like, be careful because sometimes you become the monster that you despise, and in doing so,
Yeah.
and in doing this action, you will become the monster you despise. And then you
I
have to
think
think,
I
can
can
I
do
live
that.
with that? And if the answer is yes, then go fucking do it. And if the answer is no, then don't. That's it. Love's a motherfucker. It'll make you do shit that you never thought you'd do. Jeff.
Hey, Jude. How's it going?
Good, man. What's your problem?
A little bit of backstory. I'm the oldest of 5 kids. My brother died 5.5 years ago in a motorcycle accident. He was married for 16 months, and his widow has kind of hung around for that time. I guess she's an only child, so
You've taken
I
her
guess-
in?
yeah. I've always kind of just seen. I don't have that much of a connection with her. But long and short of it is, 3 weeks ago, my parents were like, "Okay, we need to do some estate planning. We have gained some wealth, assets, businesses, and we're wondering if you guys think it's okay if we include her in as in place of your brother." And me and my sister, the oldest two, were like no, and my younger two were like yes. And I need a solution on how to.
Why don't you guys throw her some dough, but don't throw her equal money?
Well, that was my wife's suggestion. She's like, take my dead brother's like 20%, divide that by 5, and give her like a token 4%, because it's gonna be like 20 million.
Damn. Look, yeah, just kick her, bro. Even like, kick her $100,000.
I know, and
like, if it's gonna be 20 million, kick her a fucking $100,000. Be like, here you go.
I know.
Like-
My parents are just like, well, no, but what? Like, they've heard.
How long were they together before? How long were they together
16
before?
months.
Before that,
Before that, like in total, they've probably known each other for, I'm guessing, 2 years.
nah, 100,000, bro. 100,000. You're good.
I know. The problem is trying to convince that to my parents, because my parents are like, well.
Hey, look, here's the deal, Jeff. At the end of the day, it's their fucking money. They can do whatever the fuck they want.
Absolutely.
You are not entitled to fucking shit. You know what I mean? So they can write you out of the will. So you can just be like, hey, look, I think a certain amount is good. But if they really want to give the fucking, at the end of the day, like, it's found money for you anyway.
It's
you didn't earn it.
It's not even. I'm sorry if I make it sound like it's about the money. It's not necessarily about the money.
It's the principle.
It's the fact that it's in 40 years from now, having to look across a business table at this person who I don't really trust.
Look, but Jeff, here's the deal. Your parents have a connection with her have a connection with your brother through her. So if they want to do this, it's their fucking money. It might be stupid and emotional, but like if you can't fucking talk them out of it, I would shut up and just deal with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, look, man, like, hey, like I think you guys, you can even address it. Like, I think you guys feel connected to my lost brother because through her, but like that's not going to bring him back. And I understand giving her some token money, but she is not our sibling. And then I would leave it at that.
It's been overall a decent process. We've all been fairly open in expressing concerns and feelings, and everyone's being heard. It's just like, it's just it's having a look at her and be like, I want this whole phase of my life I want him to be a pleasant memory. It feels like it's just a knife to the wound every time now. Like every time, whenever something like this comes up, it's just like, okay, if this is going to be it, I want it to be it. Let's just have it done and over with.
So you don't want her, you don't even want her around because you don't like her that much.
Well, I don't know. Like she got married. She got married 16 months after he died and has 2 kids now with her new guy. Like she has a whole nother family.
Yeah, look, I would bring all of this up. I don't know. Look, this might just be one of those shit sandwiches that you get to eat.
Yeah, I know. I kind of think that it is, but I was just like any other kind of option.
Look, we know why this fucking broad keeps coming around. Like, let's be real.
Right.
But like, fuck it. What are you gonna do?
She gets free trips. There's just.
Does she bring her husband?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, he's like.
Jesus Christ!
We come every week. They have family dinner, and she comes up. It's every Sunday.
Have you talked to your? I don't know, dude. I would talk to your parents. Like, aside from the will and all that shit, I would be like, "Hey, look, man, I'm tired of seeing this fucking guy. Like, and I gotta talk to some new guy that's fucking her. Like,
he's.
I gotta fucking pretend like we're. Your parents are crazy.
Exactly. It's pretending that he's family and that, like.
That's the thing about family, though, bro. You just got to deal with weird shit like this sometimes, man. Just talk to your parents. Like, fucking pull your parents aside. I would pull them aside without any of your other brothers and sisters. And the tough thing is you got your younger brothers and sisters that are fucking on board, which sucks. So you're outvoted right now, bro. You're in the minority. And I agree with you wholeheartedly. Like, this is ridiculous. But
right.
You're younger. How old are the younger brothers and sisters?
I'm 33.
Yeah, and
we range from like 33 to like 27, 28.
Yeah, you got these fucking idiot millennials. Like, you guys are all dumb millennials.
Hey, I'm right on the edge.
I know, and you can tell. You can tell. They're all emotion. They're all emotion over here. Fucking want to feel good.
Well, and like
use the right pronoun on them and shit. Like, fuck that, bro. Get the fuck out of my house.
My youngest sister was friends with her like in high school.
Oh, all right. So there you go. Look, there's a couple things. Just deal with it, Jeff. Jeff, just deal with it. Pull them aside. Okay. Say your piece, and then fucking move forward. Just deal with it.
We're gonna talk.
All right, done. Fucking hey. It's like hard to feel bad for someone who's gonna get like $20 million or like. But fuck, dude, like that's gotta be fucking annoying. Bitch, what are you still coming here for? Like, where are you still go get your own family? You clearly made a new family. You can't have family dinner at your husband's house, your new husband's house. Andrew in New York.
Yo.
What's your problem?
Oh, so basically, I've been with my wife about 13 years now. We've been married for about 6. Towards the beginning, I wasn't really financially stable. She was never a fan of the idea of having kids, but it was always an open conversation. Now I am financially stable, and slowly over the last 2-3 years, it's turned into absolutely not, don't want to have fucking kids. So do I just dip? Or do I, because I try and stay, think I'll be all right with it, and then I kind of start to feel guilty for wanting to fucking have kids.
Do you really want to have kids?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. You know, and like I'm with my nieces. I want, like, you know, I definitely would want to have kids. Like, she's a good
Well,
woman.
then fucking, yo, I don't know, man. This is. Have you spoken to her? Like, yo, I'm really thinking about leaving if we don't have fucking kids.
And she says, yo, if that's what you got to do, she said, I want you to be happy. But then I'm like, fine, I'm going to go look at houses. I'm going to start my own fucking life, get my own fucking shit together. And then I go back in circles because then before, like, I never actually, like, just left. So, like, she doesn't really know what it's like without me. But all of a sudden, I'm looking at houses to, like, dip. And then all of a sudden, she's like, well, you know, maybe I would think about moving in and this and that, but she's still not open to the whole kids thing. It's just absolutely not.
Well, then there's your answer, dog. Like, I don't know. Like, isn't that kind of like what people do? Like, you get married, you have kids, you start a family, and if both of y'all don't want to have kids, it's something that.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it
like,
used to be an open conversation, and that over the last.
But
years,
it's been no the whole fucking time. So, like.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Nah, it makes sense. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, this is a tough one. Like, there's certain things that, like, you look at.
My whole thing is just to not dip because of, like, the history alone.
Fuck it. Well, look, man, but what about the future? You know what I mean? Like, you want to have kids.
Yeah, that's true.
You're going to fucking resent her. And if she has kids when she doesn't, if she has kids and she doesn't really want them, she might end up resenting you. Yeah,
or take it out on the fucking kid.
Yeah, or you know what? That she might fucking have a kid and figure out that she actually loves having kids. You know,
that's the thing. Like, do I and then I leave, and then she meets some fucking rich dude and has a kid with him, and then I get like, you know, like it's I'm in fucking circles with it.
Yeah, man, it's a tough one. Like, I would at the end of the day, if you really want to have kids, then you go have kids.
All right, cool.
There it is. I know it sounds like. Shane in Houston.
Hey.
What's your problem?
I'm calling because I kind of can't look at my husband the same way after he treated me when our son was first born.
I can't hear you. What'd you say?
I said I can't really look at my husband the same way after he treated the baby when he was first born.
How did he treat the baby?
Well, he was cheating on me while I was pregnant, and I didn't know it. And then I found out later while he was deployed. So he came home from his deployment, and he's like, let's reconcile. And I thought about it the whole deployment, decided to do it. And, you know, when the baby was first born, he wouldn't really post him on social media, would never, like, pick him up. He treated him differently than our older child. So now that he wants to reconcile, he's acting like father of the year. And, like, every time I see him with my son, it kind of, like, makes
you resent
me
him.
Mad. Like,
yeah, you resent him. Well, look,
him like that when he was born, you know.
Yeah, he probably was going through a thing. It sounds like he was. It sounds like he's flawed. It's one of those deals where, do you think he's gonna cheat again? Do you want to keep this going? Like, if you do, you got to get over the anger. You know.
I love him. And I decided to stay with him because I love him. But I am pretty worried that, you know, he might cheat again. I mean, the last time he cheated, he was with his boss, you know. So that made it kind of worse. But, you know, I can kind of move past that. But it's just difficult for me to see him with our son because it's like you treated him differently. So it just makes me wonder, like, if you really love him.
Yeah,
you know?
but, like, who knows? He might have been going through a thing. He might have been freaking out. But does he act like he loves him now? Is he being good to him now?
Like, he treats him like father of the year now.
All right,
but,
well,
you know, I don't know why it's so
look.
hard. Like, I can.
You got a lot of anger. You got a lot of anger. And then
I'm trying not to be angry, but I'm like Mama Bear, you know.
I understand, but like, go talk to somebody. Like, that's you got the right to be angry. You got the right to be angry, but like. If you're gonna stay with him, you're gonna have to get over it sooner or later.
But can you I don't know how it is for men, but you know, I love the baby since the moment I knew about.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Like, as a man, I don't grow the fucking child. You grew the child inside of you. You know what I mean? Like, people think that like a parent's love is just naturally gonna be there, and it doesn't always happen like that all the time. and it sounded to me like that your husband wasn't there and he got there, and I don't know why he wasn't there, but he just wasn't, and now he got there. So like, it sounded like he was a piece of shit for a while, and now he's not. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, I'm just a little worried though. Like, if he cheats again, will he start acting funny towards the baby again? Like, I don't know.
Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. No, because now he's creating. Now what's happening is you created a bond. You know, like he might if he's a total sociopath. Who the fuck knows? But like, I can't call it. All I know is from our convo. But you got to get over that anger. Diamond and Hamden, and then Dennis. I'll get to you. Diamond.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. What's the problem?
All right, my problem is I've been broken up with my ex for like 8 months, and I just need some help on like moving on because I feel like I'm constantly still thinking about it, and it's driving me nuts. Like I don't have a problem finding someone else. Like, I'm very attractive, and like people always try to get with me and stuff, but I can't seem to shake like that feeling of like being heartbroken. I guess I don't know.
I mean, 8 months ain't that long, to be real with you. Like, I had a breakup and was fucked up for years. You know, like that's like years. Like, it just everybody takes a different amount of time. I kept doing my thing. Don't get me wrong, but like, didn't stop me from fucking. But it was broken hearted nuts. I was busting. I was busting sad nuts, very sad nuts. So like, look, you give yourself a little bit of time. Have you gotten with anybody else since? Have you gotten some rebound dick or anything, or nah?
Like, yeah, like I've been talking to someone, and it's like me and him are kind of like at odds because I was upfront with him, and I'm telling him like, listen, I'm still getting over that. Like, I'm not gonna even be able to give you my 100%. And I don't know. I feel like I can't even vibe with him right because I'm not like completely healed from it or something. And
all right, well,
sex isn't that good with him.
Well, there you go.
Like my ex had.
Your ex.
Yeah, my ex had like the best sex, but like this shit's like kind of whack. I don't know.
All right, so it sounds like he's not the right guy for you. Look, there's nothing worse than breaking up and then fucking having whack sex, and then you bust and you're like, damn, it used to be way better with my ex. Or even like, yo, you know what sucks? Sometimes you might get some good dick and it's still not going to be your ex. You know what I mean? Like, you're just not over the dude. It's cool that you're being upfront with these fucking guys. Maybe when you
just moved on and he has like a whole new girlfriend. Like, and he did me so dirty. Like, he like cheated on me. Like, texted me while he was on vacation.
Damn.
And just like said, you know, I'm sorry. Like, I never thought I would do this to my queen and all this stuff. And then when he came back home, like I have not seen him since. Like,
damn.
Literally, like it was the weirdest shit I've ever gone through in my life.
Look, so you got all this. You got like a broken leg. That's, you know, like you're fucking. You might need to go talk to somebody. Like, it sounds like you're fucked up. Like, this shit fucked you up. So
it did, yeah.
And it sounds like this Diamond, that would fuck anybody up. So don't beat yourself up. Continue dating. Tell the cats that you just want to keep it light because you're getting over something. And if
people seem to fall for me so quickly, like, and I don't know. I guess because I don't know, they just attracted to me or something. They just fall, like even
Diamond, chill out. Just calm down.
Yeah.
Calm down. All right. People fall for me. Your man didn't.
What? What is?
Fuck. Look, tell him to keep it. Tell him to keep it light. Tell him that just keep it light. That you're getting out of a breakup. That you still want to date, and you just want to keep it light, and just date a bit. You know what I mean? And give yourself some time to heal. Go talk to somebody. That's an out cold way of getting broken up with, man. That shit would shatter me.
Yeah, and before he left, we were fine. So I don't get it. Like, it was like the most horrible thing, and I really just want to know, how do I like stop thinking about it? Like, it's like it's
Have you reached out to him and asked him why he did it? Be like, look,
yeah,
I don't even want to get back with you. I just need to know why. It would help me process this.
I did ask him, and he's like, he said it was a cowardly act, and I'm dealing with it every day. And he's like, you didn't deserve that. He's like, I can't even face you. That's why I never came to talk to you about it or anything.
All right, there you go. Maybe that's the truth. Maybe he was a coward, and or maybe he's just, or maybe he didn't. You didn't mean as much to him as you thought he did, or you thought you did. You know what I mean? Like, who knows? This one sucks. You're not gonna get. It sounds like you're not gonna get closure. So maybe you need to go talk to somebody and talk it out. And stop fucking with the dude you're fucking with now. You don't even like the sex. Dennis in Baton Rouge.
What up, June?
Man, you got it. Go ahead.
All right, so a friend of mine, he got in a motorcycle accident, and he's paralyzed. Now, the woman he's been with forever, who, like, they was going to get married and shit, you know, this has happened, like, I don't know, about a year or so ago. And so he goes in to have surgery, and while he's in the hospital, this bitch moves out with his best friend, like, the motherfucker he's called brother for, like, years since they were, you know, young and shit.
Damn.
And
that's fucked up.
Yeah, it's fucked up, man. And so my thing is, I know I'm going to run into this motherfucker at some point because, you know, we all ride bikes and shit. We'll be, you know, at a bike night somewhere or be at a fucking rally or something, and I'm going to want to choke slam his ass through the fucking concrete. You know what I mean?
Well, this is one of those deals where I would holler at your paralyzed friend and be like, yo, man, do you want me to whoop this motherfucker's ass or not?
Yeah.
And it sounds like you want to anyway. So, like, if he's like, yeah, then beat the brakes off of him. And if he's like, no, then fucking let it slide.
Right.
I don't know.
That's cool, bro.
Yeah.
That's pretty solid.
That's kind of how I would play it. Like, I mean, yeah, that's kind of how I would play it. Like, if I'm not the fighting type, so I probably wouldn't beat up anybody, but, like, let's be real. But I also don't know how to ride a motorcycle, so that's probably says a lot about me too. So, but like, just don't get yourself into trouble, you know?
Right.
You got to think about that. You sound like a grown up. You're a grown ass man now, right?
Yeah.
They kind of frown upon fighting nowadays. Like back in the day, you could you know like grown ups would throw hands. Now we are more civilized.
Yeah.
So, It's a bit frowned upon. So
mortgages and fucking bills and, you know, kids and grandkids and shit.
That's kind of what you. So just consider that as well. Talk to what's your friend who's paralyzed say? What does he say about the whole shit?
I mean, I ain't really talked to him about it honestly. This fucking just happened. Like, I just found this out yesterday.
Oh, does he know?
Oh no, yeah, he fucking knows. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, why don't you let him? Why don't you hit him up and be like, "Hey, man, I heard what you want me to do," but give him a couple days to sit with it.
Yeah.
So he can process. So he can process it.
Right.
Hit him up before a bike night, though. All right.
So all right.
So you'll have your answer before you might see this dude, and for all you know, this guy might stop showing up.
Yeah, maybe. I mean. He might. That would be wise, more than likely, because I'm probably not the only one out there feeling like this. So, but
yeah, dude. Like that's what I mean. Like he might have just like I don't know. He might have just like knowingly sacrificed his whole biking, hang out with the buddy shit to get this girl.
Yeah, over a lying fucking whore.
I know. Look, bro. You know that she wasn't shit the whole fucking time. Like if she jumped ship that quick, like she wasn't shit.
Yeah, she definitely ain't fucking worth it for damn shit.
Yeah. All right, man.
But man, look, we love your fucking show, dog. Love listening to you, and appreciate you taking the time to holler at me.
My man, be well, dog. I'm sorry about your buddy, man. All right, play some music. Come on back.
Broadcasting live from New York. New York. It's the All Out Show with Jude.
All right, man. What up, man? You miss any of this show? Go to Sirius.com/on demand. Listen on demand for the All Out Show. All Out motherfucking show. Or you can search for Would Jude. Any of that type shit. Hear me in New York. Tomorrow we're going to have fucking Who Kid on. That's just going to be awesome. Coming up next, we got the news with Johnny the Chin. The sleeping and help you? We'll tell you. That and more. Don't go anywhere on the All Out Show.
And now, it's time for News from the Chin with John C. Matthews.
Sleeping in on the weekends could help you avoid an early death so you can catch up on your sleep.
I used to do that in New York all the fucking time. I would just rage, and then I wouldn't leave the crib all day and just sleep. It was awesome.
How late would you sleep until? Don't you feel kind of weird when you
sleep? I would sleep till like 11 and then just sit on the couch and order takeout and watch fucking DVDs. That's when I used to buy DVDs. I would watch DVDs. And then just, once it got to be like midnight, I'd just go out and rage some more.
Oh.
It was I really enjoyed it. It was actually quite nice.
You were helping yourself.
Yeah. I probably tacked 4 years on my life doing that shit. Just laying down. That's all I've been doing lately anyway, is laying the fuck down. All I do is just go lay down.
After the show, you just go crash somewhere?
Yeah.
What is wrong
Have
with
you seen these? Have you seen the pictures, dude? Like, did you see the pic? Like, I look like I'm waiting on a bone marrow transplant, bro. I look really fucking, I don't know what's going on, man. I'm kind of fucking concerned.
You talking about the one from yesterday
yeah.
with the psychic lady?
Yeah,
you looked a little spacey, I'll be honest.
Yeah, that's me trying my hardest not to be spacey. Yeah, it's fucked up. I'm not normal. I don't know what's going on. And then I had to have like a dinner, like a business dinner with people, and I'm like, I look like in the movies when the guy's gets AIDS from doing dope and shit, and like shows up at family dinner. That's what I look like. I just picked a dark restaurant. I'm looking rough. I don't know, man. I gotta get this health back. I gotta get it back, son. So yeah, maybe I'll sleep in on the weekends. I'll just stay in.
Yeah, researchers have found that adults under the age of 65 who get 5 or few hours of sleep for 7 days a week have a higher risk of death.
That's the problem, man. I got the insomnia, so it's like I lay in bed, but like I just don't sleep. I just lay there. Well, and then today some fucking asshole decided he was going to listen to rap at 7:30 in the fucking morning at the hotel, which is just, it's like, really, bro? Really? You get up and face the fucking day? Fucking ridiculous. Whatever. Anyway, yeah. So there you go. You want to live longer? Lay your ass down.
Yeah, sleep in.
Lay your ass the fuck down. Sleep. Rest. It's good for you. You ever want to go crazy? Like, try to stay up for a mad long time. You'll start hallucinating and shit. It's fucking... One time I did, like, over-the-counter trucker speed, and, like, I was up for a few days straight, and, like, the carpet started moving. Like, that shit started getting wavy. It was fucking crazy.
And why were you up that long? Just for the fun of it?
I just couldn't get to sleep. That was a real grimy day, because I ended up going to... It was so grimy. I ended up going to some strip club on 8 Mile, pulling this Mexican bro up, and her man was in jail. And like she hit me when she got done with work, and I was still up, like, because I'd been up for days. And she drove over, and she was like in a neon, and she had her kid in the car seat, and then she just blew me on the porch while the car was running, like parallel parked in front of the porch. Fucking sucked me up and drove off. Never saw her again. Wonder how she's doing. It's tough when your man's in jail. It's lonely. No one to watch the kid.
What was the?
I got nothing else for that story. What's that? What?
What was that over-the-counter speed you were taking? What was it called? I mean, is that you can still get that?
It was like I don't know, man. It was like I bought it down in Ohio. It was like
Yellow Jackets,
some shit called
whatever it is.
I think it was Yellow Jackets. That's what it was. It was some shit called Yellow Jackets. Totally.
Gross.
That shit had me up forever. I was like, God damn, when's this gonna stop?
I think I'll pass on that.
I went on a tear that. Yeah. I went on a tear that those few days. Woo. That's why meth heads die early. Or do they die early? No, I feel like meth heads are indestructible. They just you'll see them like falling off of overpasses and just get up and like dust themselves off. You're like, how did you do that? It's like some shit in Florida. All right, man. What else you got?
R. Kelly, despite all of his current problems with these sex allegations, he's running some sort of sex cult. This other lady, Faith Rogers, sued him recently for sexual assault and giving her genital herpes. His streams are going up. He's doing well. I mean, there's been a steady increase over the years, and it just continues no matter what hits him. His music from the playlist. Before the announcement, he averaged about 6.5 weekly streams, and then from, mid-May, it was up by, looks like another 100,000 for the week. So it's going up.
Well, there you go. Wait, where are they streaming them at, though?
Oh, they don't tell me that, but I'm sure, what places were they streaming?
Well,
I can find
you start getting all fucking. You saw that me and Justin and my man Eric was talking about that shit and talk about taking them down. And you start pulling up all of his songs. You start reminiscing. You start thinking about all the cool things that you did to the R. Kelly songs. Next thing you know, trip down memory lane, and you forget all about the fucking urination and shit.
He was recently recorded talking about this in a video from mid-May that just surfaced, but here he is. Yeah, he's on top of the world.
I got a million motherfuckers hating me, 40 billion motherfuckers loving me. That's right. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to take this musical shit and I'm going to inject these motherfuckers with this musical, beautiful motherfucking shit.
No, don't do that. I can't afford no more kids.
No. You don't understand. I am handcuffed like a lot of you motherfuckers. I'm handcuffed by my destiny. It's too late. They should have did this shit 30 years ago. It's too late. The music has been injected into the world. Okay? I hired my motherfucking self. I want to propose a toast to all the strong motherfuckers in here right now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Motherfuckers like you is why I still continue to do what I do, because I have a basketball mentality. You understand? As long as I got the ball, the world is on defense.
There you go.
Can't hold a good man down. You can't hold a good man down. Look at that, R. Kelly. Hey, look, man, all that fucking teenager shit, I don't co-sign, but him fucking talking chicks into wanting to fuck with him, like, hey, they're grown ups, they can leave. They're not handcuffed, are they?
Not as far as I know. Seems like a weird life.
Yo, the dude's a fucking weirdo. He's a wackadoo. I remember I only saw R. Kelly one time. It was in Nike Town on Michigan Ave in Chicago when I was doing Jenny Jones show. And he had like this giant entourage, and he was like he was shoe shopping, and he had a little lizard with a leash on his shoulder.
Well,
and I was like, no shit.
It's a little eccentric.
It's fucking weird. I'm like, yeah, all right, R. Kelly. And like, who's gonna be like, yo, that looks stupid? You know what I mean? Like, nobody. Like, all right, R. Kelly, you're the shit, bro. Have fun with your little pet lizard. Boom, R. Kelly fucking crushing. Nothing's gonna stop him. I feel like this proves me right against the. I hate to say this against Justin because he's not here, but like, what I say, that's what I was saying. Like, it don't matter. No one gives a fuck. They will forgive you of anything if you come up with a catchy hook. That is the sad truth in life. You can be a total piece of shit, but if you come up with a catchy hook, they're like, they fuck with you. They will come up with reasons to excuse your behavior.
And what's Justin's position again? He's a hardline, I don't say hater, but he won't even listen anymore. Is that his deal?
Yeah, he won't listen, and he feels that it's like affected him negatively. And maybe it has a bit, but not like that bad. Like the dude's still fucking crushing.
All right, looks like men really.
He's not like the touch me, tease me dude that just had the one song, you know, which was a good song. Don't get me wrong, I like that song, but you know, it's not like that.
He's a catalog.
Go ahead.
All right, so men, you may have heard, are better at navigating than women. Supposedly, there's an argument or this theory that this stereotype. But now it looks like
we will never. Guys never ask for directions. That's a stereotype. We refuse to ask for directions.
But supposedly, men have a superior sense of direction, allowing them to be more efficient and make better use of shortcuts, according to the scientists out of University of California.
Hey, how did it? What was the test that they ran? What'd they do?
It looked like a video game. So it was a maze, and then they taught both the men and the women how to get through this maze in this sort of longer route, and the guys consistently just chose a shortcut, and the women followed the learned experience. And so according to that study, it looks as though guys will find a faster route.
We're risk takers. We're the risk takers, ladies. I got a good sense of direction. My sister does too, though. But I get to places quicker than she does. She drives too fucking slow.
How often do you use your phone for that? Or are you off the phone when it comes to navigating?
If I don't know the city, I'll look at the map and then just figure it out from there. I don't like that computer lady talking to me, man. She just it just really irritates the shit out of me.
She's so helpful.
I don't like being told what to do. I don't like being told what to do. And then half the time, like with these Uber rides, I'm like, that's not the quickest way, man. It's the quickest way. Like bang a left, go over. No, go right on Hoover, man. What are you doing, man? Why are you going down Temple, bro? Like, what are you doing right now? They be like, the computer. I'm like, psh. I know the neighborhood. I live here, man. Computer don't live here, man.
I think I hurt my Uber rating a couple of months back. I was a little high, and I was in a car, and the guy took me into the sketchiest neighborhood, and I was so confused. I was like, "What the fuck is going on? Let me out!" And I had him stop the car, and I just got out in this bad part of town, like an idiot.
Wait, he took you in a sketchy neighborhood, so you
and I just got out
of the car?
I was a little too screwed up, and then I just got confused, and I was like, "Where are we, man? I knew where we're supposed to be going." He's like, "The computer telling me to go here." I said, "No, where are we?" And I said, "Stop," and I just got out. Which was idiotic.
That's why I don't like all that little computer shit, bro. Like, let me tell you, I know how to get to my house. You listen to me. I'm paying for this, right? That's how it goes. I'm paying. I pay more if we go the long way, then I'll fucking decide how the fuck we go. Fuck out of here. Well, I remember, like, because they do that shit, like, in them third world countries and shit, man. You hop a car, and next thing you know, they drive you to some neighborhood, and they holding your ass hostage. So it was like, I remember I went to Peru, and the dude did the same shit, man. He took some shortcut, and the whole time, I was just ready to steal on his ass. Like, I had my fist balled. I'm like, yo, if this dude, like, turns into a garage, I'm socking him, like, right now, like...
I got so spun up.
Yeah, bro.
I started to believe that. Yeah.
We was in some favelas and shit. I'm like, where the fuck are we, man? Like, I don't see no planes, man. Where's the airport at, bro? I was paranoid than a motherfucker. But we got there. I was wrong. All right, what else?
All right. So, Now, you see Riverside researchers are looking at this idea of recycled tap water. Well, not recycled tap water, but recycled wastewater. And we've got a couple bottles back by the desk, if you remember that. But now they're doing taste tests. Yeah, I remember that. And so the idea of drinking recycled wastewater has gained momentum here in California. A number of places are starting to use that because we need the water. And according to a recent taste test, it was fine. They preferred it over the tap water, a blind taste test. So it's not bad.
I thought, that's just what they did anyway. Didn't they, don't they, get the water and then process that shit and clean it and then give it back to us? Isn't that usually how it goes, or am I dumb? I just figured that.
This is a little more intense in that the wastewater is treated using reverse osmosis, and then it's just pumped back into the groundwater supplies. And it's happening here in Orange County, LA County Department of Public Works, Inland Empire, a bunch of places. But I've got a bottle.
So like toilet water.
Correct.
Are you going to drink some? You drank some, didn't you?
Yeah. I was the only one in the office.
I'm good on that. I'm tight on that.
It's fine. It tastes fine.
I'm all right. Yeah, okay.
I've got a bottle. At some point, you're going to drink it.
I'll drink water out the hose or some shit like that, but I ain't drinking no motherfucking some old doo-doo water, bro. Some reverse osmosis, dude. I don't care what kind of osmosis they do on that shit. The way I figure, I'm probably drinking shit water anyway, but I just don't need to know for sure that it is. Like, I need to believe in my head that it might not be shit water.
And this says it right on the label, recycled water. So they're not hiding it.
Hey, man, we're going to have to do it. We're going to have to come up with some ways. It's ridiculous, man. Like, I'm really disappointed with the whole tech industry. Like, I say this over and over again. Like, what are we doing? Like, we got all this water in this world, and, like, y'all can't come up with a better way for us to get some more water? Like, a lack of water is going to be a problem? My Grubhub's booming, you know what I mean? Fucking DoorDash is just on fleek, but, like, I can't get fucking water. Like, tech motherfuckers, step it up. Use your science to do something that's good for this world.
Well, I have the toilet to tap. Toilet to tap.
Oh. Yeah, but do the ocean shit. Like, take the salt out the ocean water in a fucking easier way. That's all I'm saying. I'm not a scientist, but, like, that's what I vote for. That and time travel. That's all I want.
I'll save your bottle.
Shove that shit up your ass. I'm not drinking none of that fucking goddamn water, man.
I couldn't believe it. Nobody in the office would. I tried to get to I think I offered it to everybody. Everyone turned me down. They just said no. Even Chris.
No way.
Yeah, bro. No one wants to drink. Yo. Hey, you want some of this water that used to be shit? But then they did some science to it and it's not shit no more. But, like, I don't even understand the science.
I just take it on faith. Someone must be
doing
the right
there you
thing.
Go.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, take it on faith. There you go. There it is. Oh, there it is.
Some happy news.
And now, time for good news.
So I sent you a video that I'm hoping you can watch, but you'll need to pull it up.
Let's see.
It's a hero dog, and it's actually very remarkable. If everything seems to be real, and I don't know how they would train these dogs to do this, but one dog, his buddy, gets caught in a swimming pool. He's clearly struggling, and this dog is trying to help him out, and then he dives in there and then pushes him out of the water.
I'm watching him.
All right, freaking out.
He hops in, then he pushes him by his ass. Like, get your ass out of there. Saved his life.
Isn't that sweet?
The dog does not seem very thankful. He just kind of walked away like, thought so.
I know, he just runs away.
Thought so, yeah. That's what you're supposed to do, save me. Congratulations, dog. Did he walk back into the water? Is this dumb motherfucker walking back by the water?
As far as I know, he didn't go back in for a second round.
Damn, the next one came up, the video of Will Smith. He's looking as bad as me. God damn. Jesus Christ. What's going on with us? All right, that was the news, y'all. Let's go.
It's New York, and the streets of New York. This is the All Out Show, live from New York City.
All right, y'all. That was a motherfucking show. Shout out to everybody. Thank you to Adam Bacchus, the hacker that called up and answered questions about hacking. Also on the boards is Chris on the boards. Jonathan is the producer, and Keenan is the motherfucking associate producer and on the phones. All right. My name is Jude Anthony Angelini. I'm the fuck out of here. Let's go.